Okay, here we are back in Legend Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4. Where we last left off, we found the Viscount, and I'll leave it at that. So anyway, we can now talk to everyone on the crew, on the Courageous, but there's not too much to explore, so this is going to be a full dialogue video. We'll actually put our feet on the ground and start going places. Just we have to do some talking first. How wonderful you get to partake of such an excellent performance. You certainly look like you were enjoying yourself, Your Highness. Sounds like the performance came together perfectly. Honestly, I wish I could have been able to see it. I figured you'd say that, so we had it recorded on a memory card so you could watch it too. That we did. Perhaps we should gather a crowd for a group screening at one point. That could be fun. I'll ask around and find out when everyone's free. Speaking of quartz videos, I hear there's one floating around of you rather daring outfit from the school festival, Toa. What? I wonder who told you about that. It's gotta be Crow or Angelica, up to no good as usual. So yeah, they do reference that in Cold Steel 1. I don't know if they showed the CG and anything else. I'm not gonna go digging around through the files to find it either. Hey Leonora, you're at the helm today, huh? Yeah, for now anyway. Say, Instructor, did you get a chance to hear Ellie and the others sing? Yeah, I was over the Orchis too and only the start though. They were in really great form. Felt like I was sitting right there in the front row. That's great. We were watching it back here on the ship too. It's never day we get to see a performance that passionate. I'm totally pumped now. Call it motivation or inspiration or whatever. I just really feel like we can get it done. Glad to hear it. So yeah, I'm going to try and knock out one more video in this city, which will put me in good position for the week to come. Louise, is your father is a system engineer in Remifuria, is he not? Is that how you got into programming? I guess he had a pretty strong influence, yeah. What's your father doing these days? Last I heard he was at a startup company working on the Orbital Network. I'm impressed you remember that. Well, he recently started dealing with data from medical facilities, too. Does a lot of work in that line for Sailing Company. Wow, they're one of Remifuria's top medical equipment manufacturers, aren't they? Your father sounds like a very capable man. Don't be fooled. Once he gets off work, he's a total slob. It's like I'm always telling you, it's important to take time out to relax now and then. Got the Louise note. Sailing Company is owned by Secretary Lucy's family, right? It's interesting to think how the whole world's connected like that. It really is. The Sailing Company. Must be Dr. Salen's family business, right? She works over at St. Ursula Hospital. Right, she's the surgeon in charge of His Majesty's upcoming procedure. The surgery's scheduled for today, isn't it? Indeed, as stressful as it may be, I know in my heart that my father will pull through. I just need to wait for the good news. Your Highness, Princess Elfin, I'm sure we'll have good news ahead of us. I know Father will pull through the surgery today, I'm absolutely certain. I just need to wait for the good news. Usually my father's a total slob once he gets back from work. Well, hearing him being praised like this really makes me happy. The important thing is no bonding points, no side quests that I could see. I don't think we're going to be here for too long. Although I'm still suspecting there to be one more world tour. I heard about Orchis Tower. Nice work, Kurt. Here you guys got help from an unexpected quarter. Yeah, seeing Mueller and Mother was one thing, but Uncle Zex was the last person I expected to show up. Though it sounds like you had your fair share of trials to overcome as well. Come to think of it, with the Prince and the instructors in the old Class 7 away, you guys would have had to take care of the whole ship. It was hard not to be nervous, but compared to some of the field exercises we made it through, it was nothing to get worked up about. Gustav, I'd say you and your fellow musicians may have had the greatest challenge of all, performing on a major stage. Is that how his name is spelled, or is that a typo? It's a typo. Well, given who we were with, it was a little nerve-wracking at first. Once we get started, though, Pablo and I just let the mood carry us and had fun. I'm glad to hear it. Look at us, we're a surprisingly capable bunch. I was anxious at first, but you were also enthusiastic that I had a good time in the end. Still feels somewhat unreal, almost like a dream, you know? But what an experience it was. It's heartening to know that we are among friends that can be relied on, even in these circumstances. I can't help but feel proud of being a Thor's Branch campus student and member of the Radiant Wings. We only got to see a little of the rehearsal through a live feed, even that was enough to get across why people are so enamored with Archon CL, though. I'd love to see a full-fledged performance by them someday. The performance was a success and the barrier has vanished. Now it's finally onto the rivalry at the Stella Sanctuary. My next opponent is truly a legend. Maybe we should go ahead and rest up one more time. So this is clearly some sort of scene. I'm assuming Arcade comes in. Leanne Sandlot, the Maiden of Legend. I caught sight of her in the Spectral Moon Mirror, and she was so incredibly kind and merciful. Her affectionate gaze wasn't only directed at him, but also at my mother, and even me as an infant. Kinda get why Duvley and the others adore her so much now. Seems someone's here about this presence. Oh? Is that you, Schwarzer? Duvley, is that Sharon with you? Wait, there's one more person too, right? Perceptive. It is a big deal after all. So it's you, Angelica. The Stella Sanctuary's Pillar of Light. Under there, the Seventh Anguisse and the Stall Ritter are certain to be waiting, fully prepared. I'd like to thank you. Angelica, Sharon, and you most of all, Schwarzer. Oh? Duvley. At the Radiant Blade Master trial at Orchis Tower, and also at the Draco Shrine before that. If you hadn't worked so hard, I wouldn't have been able to make it here today. At least let me thank you. Duvley. But part of your hard work involved helping us out, of course. And we were enemies at some point, weren't we? And I also, until fairly recently, stood before you as an adversary. I cannot thank you enough, Duvley, for providing Miss Elisa and Reen with your support. Well, you were all continuously supporting Class 7 well before that, right? The flow of everything thus far has led to this path to my lord, as well as the rivalries. As I said before, I really must thank you all. Duvley. Let's do this together, then. She's strict but kind. I'm sure her feelings will reach her. This bath truly has refreshed both mind and body. The same battlefield as the War of the Lions awaits. It's about time that we finish our preparations and head out. Understood. I was hoping you and I could relax a bit, but it might be better to leave that for afterward, just so it won't be a distraction for you. Don't you start imitating that red-haired menace. Yeah, I heard from Randy. She seems famous over at Ouroboros along with the Third Anguisse. Out of curiosity, if I were to swap out Muse for Sharon real quick, is there a towel for her that we haven't gotten?
Just what I needed.
Yep. I'm not sure if any of those are really missable, so you don't have to get them now if you don't want to. I think it was Muse that was in the group with us, even though I think I took her just for that one chest at the end of the video. Someone wants to play cards. Hey, Duvley, you and Sharon doing some training? That's right, though I have to say Sharon has surprised me in more ways than one. You mean the outfit? Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. Is something the matter, Reen? I feel like a fool for letting it get to me. I'm guessing ease of movement's not the only reason you wear that. Seems like it could be pretty distracting, especially if your opponent already finds you attractive. That's exactly the intended effect. You even use your feminine beauty as a weapon. There's truly no end to an assassin's ingenuity. It's by no means limiting to me. I think you'd be more capable of utilizing this strategy yourself. Me? How dare you? You Stall Ritter are proud warriors. We fight with honor. I could never do something so lascivious. My apologies, we seem to have gotten sidetracked. Pray, let's continue sparring and finding the experience highly enriching. If we're to face my lord, I want to improve my skills as much as possible. As you wish. Ah. So yeah, there are new ones here. I genuinely don't care because previously it didn't matter.
A worthy opponent.
Now!
It's mine! Let's go!
This one's weak to magic. And a lot of other crap, obviously.
Ready? I'm going! Analyze...
Not on my watch!
Oh my god, why would you do that?
Take that!
Their links are all screwed up.
My turn.
Arca isn't built to resist physical attacks, vulnerable only to abnormal conditions and arts, drops Tyrol Bomb and Power Potion. See, I'm not gonna stress over trying to actually get the breaks for this. Oh, we can't use it anyway. Oh well.
Now!
An opening!
Got it. It's down!
Sounds like we blinded one of them.
It's my turn!
Devour! Dark Moon Formation!
It's my turn! There! Weak! Now! Attack! I'm going!
See, I'm just gonna do an Aqua Bleed because I want to farm up my BP off that other one.
Let's go! Now!
An opening!
My turn! Yeah! Yeah! It's down! Attack! Thanks for the assist
Whoa,
back there,
hold
Emma. Oh, you don't need to thank me for that.
Sounded like something did. But yeah, if you want Tyrell Bombs, you can farm them there, it looks like. Wouldn't be too hard. Able to take down a level 2 Type 1, so you do have some skills after all. And right here are your rewards. Some droplets, thanks dutifully. Remain diligent in your training in any case. You've yet to experience what makes a Sleipnir special. Okay, you have to actually approach her from the front.
A strong enemy! Be careful! Weak! Now!
An opening! Let's go! It's down!
It's mine! Let's go! Right. It's my turn!
Still weak to water
Analyze.
morphings.
Weak! It's down!
An opening!
My turn.
So resist status conditions, drops EP charge 3 and Mind Potion.
Weak! Now!
These things are fairly
An
easy
opening!
to break.
Yes! Orchis active!
An opening!
It's my turn!
Got it! Right.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn! Now's our chance! Sorry!
Overkill.
Weak! Take that!
I was really concerned that was
Let's
going
go.
to do it, but
I'll
this
handle
will
this.
instead. So
Let's
he's
go.
sealed, he can't do
Yes.
anything, who cares?
Now!
Oh my
Got it.
god, why do they keep changing these?
It's down! Attack! Thanks
So there
for
you
the
go,
assist
Gloom
back
level
there,
9.
Emma. Oh, you don't need to
We
thank
do
me
not
for
get the
that.
final spell, but we can inflict a little bit more status stuff. 4 Mind Potions. You're able to take down a level 2 Type 2, so you do have some skills, do you? And right here are your rewards. The various droplets, thanks to remain diligent in any case. You have to experience what makes them special. Rating increased. So does that unlock a new one yet, or do we have to go a little further? Like, I'm wondering if there's like a Type 2C or something. That's a repeat. Gotta say, Uni, I'm impressed with your stamina. You've really gotten a lot stronger since I saw you last. I'd be worried if I hadn't, considering everything I've been through the last couple of months. You know, I see you roped Randy into helping you train. You bet, my toughest skills still have plenty of room to grow. I'm not slowing down anytime soon. I figured my time in the siege in the Crossbelt Guardian Force might have taught me some tricks I can pass on. But honestly, I still feel like Lloyd might be the better trainer here. Don't be so hard on yourself. Lloyd's kind of in a class of his own. And Unit, don't train too hard. I don't want you tiring yourself out. Don't worry, I'll be totally fresh and ready for our next mission, I promise. Have you not broken a sweat yet, Randy? You've been matching me move for move. Guess I still have a long way to go before I'm up to your level. Yeah, I'm not about to let you overtake me without a fight. And that's just repeat. So this will fill up all the CP gauges.
I feel revitalized.
That time, Celine was in human form. Normally she's in cat form, I think. Laura and her dad are having tea. I should give them their space. Come now, Reen, join us. Don't pay me any mind. Yes, we've already said everything we need to say to each other. I should have known I couldn't slip by without you two noticing me. How are you feeling, Viscount Arsaid? Much better now, thanks to the ship's excellent facilities. More than anything, I feel grateful to be able to spend time with my daughter again. Father? Feels like you've grown up in the blink of an eye, Laura. I've heard rumors that something is going on between the two of you. But we'll let that matter lie for the moment. Father? Thank you, sir. After a little more rest, I should be ready to take up my sword again. I'm looking forward to spending some time in your training hall. Now, Rain, don't let your guard down at this next sanctuary, understand? I'll be careful, Viscount, thank you. I shall be ready to take up my sword again after a little more rest. I'm looking forward to training with you somewhere on the ship. Now that the curse is gone, I feel I need to refamiliarize myself with my own body. Thing is, without his arm, his balance is going to be off, especially since he wields a sword that heavy. That's going to be the hardest thing for him, I imagine. It's such a relief to have Father back again, but it's not over yet. I'll be ready to jump right back into action once I've had time to recover. Maybe we can hook him up with some automail or something. Hilarion, would you like to try a sip of my latest concoction? I've taken Freya's feedback and tried so many different brews, but I've been working myself to the bone. I made this extra special tea for Vincent in the hopes that he would help him relax after his various travels in the lead up to the war. It's called Special Red Viper Frass Tea. That's quite the name. Frass tea is an insect dripping tea? Sounds like she took too much feedback from Freddy. Insect dropping. Sorry, but I'm not thirsty right now. What a shame. Worked myself to the bone trying to perfect my Special Red Viper Frass tea. I just know Vincent's going to love it. Worked herself to the bone, she says. Is that how she slimmed down so much? You joined the tea ceremony today, Tatiana? She said she'd been wanting to try for a while now. I figured there's no time like the present. I've only read about the etiquette in books, so sorry if I messed anything up. Don't get hung up on the little things, just try to enjoy the experience. Right, the whole point is to relax and make the most of our time together. Then to hear all the fascinating books you've been reading. Those beautiful stories about passionate men. Okay, try not to spring too much on poor Tatiana in her first ceremony. Yusei and Tatiana opened my eyes to a world I never dreamed of. I'm prepared to spend today fully exploring it. Still have a lot to learn, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Tea paired with such exquisite literary delights, I dare say we've reached the apex of refinement. Would you care to join us, Instructor Reen? Sounds fun, but I have to go polish my Tachi. Just remembered something we have in common. It's like all my anxiety melted away when I realized that. Look at that, Crow and Pablo facing off in Bench Masters. I think about it, you're both pretty new to the game, right? I think I started a little earlier, technically. Not that makes a lot of difference. How'd you get good this fast, Crow? You're just a beginning. You're sure you're just a beginner? Hey, I may be new to Vantage Masters, but I know my way around a card game. Damn it, at this rate I'm gonna lose my favorite pinup magazine. Well, I'm not surprised that's what you're gambling for, Crow. Why, I see, this is a valuable learning experience for the kid. You play Vantage Masters too, right, Reen? Maybe you and I should play around. Just hope you're ready to lose. We'll have to win back Pablo's magazine for him, I guess. Damn it, at this rate I'm gonna lose my favorite pinup. Wait, train pinups? Is that even a thing? Tell me it's got girls in swimsuits at least. Oh, Crow, I was the kidder. You know it's really on the line here. I'm not giving up. So you best be ready to lose your train mag. Pablo? What the hell kind of magazine am I winning here? You were right, Crow. This was a learning experience. Hell yeah, bring it on. So he uses the swordsman.
Alright, game on!
It is best for me to go first, because I can get the upper hand early. I will keep the hand, so we can set up the Blix in the back row. It's not even worth dropping the Ransel, just a free point for him. Ironically, the Paransel would, you know, kill that. Actually, no, wait. It'd be resistant, never mind. So yeah, I made the right call. See, I got really screwed here. I imagine there's more of those coming, so I'm gonna move here. Drop Reiku. Drop Zemelpen. I don't think I've lost anything, so there's no point in playing that. If he plays another one of those Greyon cards, whatever, it's game over. So now I have to fall back to the back row and heal up a bit. How many of those things to see? Actually, that may have been a mistake. I miscounted. So there is some room for him to get back into the game here, unfortunately. I need Zemelpen to attack. Let's see. Since that's not a quick, it could not act in time.
Whoa, you wrecked me there.
3 disaster cards. I don't even know what the disasters do, to be honest. I have to look.
Alright, game on!
The Fief Knell can help. It's doing a discount summon. Or not. So I'm just going to heal it up immediately. That was completely worthless. I just drew it anyway. If he doesn't play a monster here, I'm going to hammer him next turn. Okay. He bleeds next turn. It may be game over if he doesn't move that card back. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything left that you can do to stop this from ending here. You'd have to play like a ton of cards to protect the swordsman. Nope, it's over.
Whoa! You wrecked me there.
Okay, got a phone call there, so I had to stop. Last we left off, we did Crow, so... There's nothing else on this floor. Let's hop down the second floor. Still need to find out what that disaster card does. I think that's just like water damage across the field or something like that. Nothing truly major. Let's go over here first. So Ash, I got a statistic problem I could use your help with. What do you think my chances are with Ada? Like, what percent? Damn, you don't fool around, do ya? If I had to slap a number on, I'd say 20%, give or take. Only 20? You mean I'm wasting my time? Hey, don't take it so hard. Still think it could happen, just wouldn't be easy, that's all. Wait. Are you saying Ada is into me? Did she say anything? Like I said, man, 20%. If you really like her, go for it. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Sydney just keeps jumping from one extreme to another. I'm impressed Ash would take time out to help a friend with something like this. For someone who plays chess, he doesn't know shit about strategy. It's hard to guess how things will end up playing out with glasses. Only a 20% chance of chemistry, huh? Not sure where you pulled that number from, but that means I'm still in the game here, right? Alright, guess I gotta go for it then. Next opening again, I'm gonna bust out my best pickup lines on her. Get the memory quartz ready, gentlemen. Are you sure you're feeling alright? I heard you passed out at the Untitled show. What in the world happened? Well, as the scriptwriter, I felt obliged to keep a close eye on the show, but I wasn't prepared for the sheer destructive power of the pairing of Oliver and Joshua. Destructive power? If only we could harness it somehow. No, it would be too dangerous. The world isn't ready for a weapon of that magnitude. I'm still not sure I follow. Your name's Kyrie, yes? You're from the Military Finance Division. I never noticed before, but you have a lot of potential of your own. You're getting a ton of ideas for new pairings already. Run, Kyrie, while you have the chance. Looks like the blood's rushing to your head. Here, let me help. I have a feeling being on the ship may prove to be a little too stimulating for Dorothy. To think the branch camps have someone in the same category as Elliot. This opens up a whole new world of potential shipping. Now, Dorothy, deep breaths. You need to take this slow. I'm sorry, I really have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you need something?
So I think we were getting mind potions from those things. That was the... what are they called? Slipners.
Take care!
Got the Dorothy note. That's a repeat. Out of curiosity, after making that trip, we are seeing on 2,807th. 7th masses, I mean. You've got the perfect voice for Northern Rock. But I've got to admit, you sounded great as part of the chorus, too. Thank you. Instructor Sarah and Valerie. It's not often I see you two together. We've got more in common than you might think. We're from the same province, for one. Stella's actually from Northumbria, too. But she moved to Crossbow 2 years ago and ended up joining Arc-on-Ciel. Wow, I never knew. Hopefully this performance will give our fellow Northumbrians a little boost. I know I'm feeling inspired to do my part. Glad to hear that. Got the Valerie note. I reckon she's going through a pretty rough patch, though you'd probably never be able to tell looking at her these days. Looks like she's really overcome a lot together with her fellow branch campus members. Until recently, I didn't even want to think about Northumbria, but seeing Sully work so hard has finally woken a pride in my homeland for me, I suppose. Like, I'm tempted to, I want to try to mess with the battle notes or something. Gotta sort the orders out soon, let's see. Thor's kids burn through supplies like there's no tomorrow, so I better stock him on that stuff. The old geezer from Aaron helped me out, so I'll throw in a bonus for him. Then Northumbria and Ord are in deep shit, which makes it a pain to manage all the orders flooding in. I'll ship whatever I got on hand via Kapua and order in more ASAP. Can't leave my customers without their boomsticks when war's about to start. You've expanded your customer base, I see. I reached out to potential buyers and secured new supply routes without telling Mama. The business really took off thanks to that. I'm dealing with the army, volunteer soldiers, mafia, it's awesome. Talk about unsavory bedfellows. Well, you sell what I need, so I'm in no position to moralize. Setting up new supply routes is my own private little venture, as it was a great idea, but now I'm busy as hell. I'm one hand, tapping into new markets giving me all these opportunities, but shipping the goods is a pain in the ass. I need my own ship.
I got some good stuff.
So... yeah, I don't really think it justifies it. It's a little tempting on Fee just because she's squishier than Laura and Rain.
Done already. Wanna buy something?
Oh, right, I do have some stuff I can pass out. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm bothering with that one. I'll make one just so I have it on hand, but I'm gonna start holding back a bit. So yeah, the 7-fold gem's actually pretty nasty. It's like impede on... yeah. Impede and delay. Downside those requires that 7th caliber super rare, which just isn't happening. Asmelius. I do have a Zeus Gem in my inventory for some reason. I don't remember where this came from. Suzaku's just not worth it. Although, to be honest, it is just like a strength quartz. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna do it. We do have Genbu.
Done already. I got some good. Come
Genbu
on,
I like because
buy
the
some
statuses
more.
on it are much more devastating, petrified compared to just, huh. So yeah, the main party here can't use either of those. That sounds like a fair price. Can you give me 5 more cases? Oh, and there's also something like you to acquire through alternative means. Cerberus point to an item on the price list with this paw. Oh, I can get a discount for buying in bulk. It's a good deal. I've got some decent products too. Give me a minute to think about it. Sounds like some serious negotiation going on there. Wait, am I really watching a business transaction between a man and a dog like it's no big deal? What has my life become? Wow, you really know how to make a sale, don't you, Cerberus? Well, it was a pretty good deal. Can't ask for more than that, after all. Well, it's quite likely that Cerberus is quite intelligent to begin with. It's thanks to Chingo's train that he's as capable as he is now.
Here to stock up? Take care, then.
We have Gaius outside. Looks like most of the people are here. Elliot, the train you put everyone through last night was positively draconian. Eustace applauds you. Seriously, when music's involved, you don't mess around. Oh, come on, I wasn't that bad. Well, everyone was so worked up that I might have gone a little overboard to match. So many people from so many walks of life all came together to make this concert a reality. It's kind of hard to believe. I'd love if we could all get together to perform again sometime. Just as long as I don't have to sing with Machias like at the school festival. But you two harmonize so well. There you have it, Eustace. The maestro has spoken. Fine, I know better than try to argue with Elliot about music. So long as I don't have to sing with Machias again. But I know better than to try to argue with Elliot about music. We've got a long way to go, but I'm really glad that the performance went well. I'd love if we could perform with you and the others next time, though. Elisa, Jessica, Angelica? How about that? Everyone from Orchis all together. Yeah, I guess we are. Funny, I never made that connection. Well, we didn't meet until after leaving home. We could have passed each other back in Ruhr and never even realized. Yeah, it's so weird. It's too bad Ruhr is under such strict surveillance. It might be fun to hit the town together. Maybe we can go back once all this is over. You're welcome to join, Reen. You're from Norcia too, after all. Now that you mention it, I'd love to visit Ymir someday. We'd love to have you. I'll break out some real old-fashioned hospitality. So Jessica, I heard you were in the tennis club with Yuna. That's right, we probably have a lot in common with you and the lacrosse team. It could be fun to get together sometime and learn each other's games. And that's just a repeat. We'll check Elisa real quick, and that's also a repeat. Elisa, Jessica, me. You might as well call us the Three Sisters of Norsha. If I live in the same room with those two lovely ladies, just imagining it's giving me tingles. I mean, I'm glad to see you're all fired up, but did you say you were sisters in this scenario, right? Something to help reinvigorate everyone after the back-to-back trials and the performance. That's right, Tita picked up some honey and crossbell. I want to put to good use. Just don't put anything weird in it this time around, okay? Those weird ingredients help to give a dish character. Okay, if that's what you want. How does the flan sound? Is that safe enough for you? Sounds great, thanks, Freddy. While you do that, I'm gonna make a honey ice cream sponge cake. Feel a lot better about those snacks knowing Sandy's there to keep Freddy in line. So all my staple usual ingredients are off limits for this dish, huh? It's gonna be a real challenge. Bring it on then. Hoping the difficulties got me even more fired up for it.
Hey, what can I get you today?
May as well go up to the even 10.
Come on, give it a... You've got good taste.
I have to find that one fish.
Come again. What can I get you today?
Yeah, I have no idea where to find that pearl.
Come on, give it a try.
We didn't find any new fishing spots now that I think about it. Well, the menu says I'm going to go ahead and start cooking. Honey ice cream cake will need a mountain's worth and chill out. Have some after dinner if you like, instructor. Thank you very much.
I recommend everything.
You would. So yeah, the starberry is what I have the fewest of now.
See you again.
Arkanseal's performance coupled with the music made for a truly moving experience, and I've got it all recorded and ready to broadcast. I'll be playing it as a special presentation by Radio Trista. Vivi and her crew seem to be planning something big before the fighting begins, and I'm not about to let them show up Radio Trista up. Just like that broadcast before, I plan to slip this past the military censors and light a fire in the hearts of our listeners. Wow, so after all these years, that was how you finally partnered up with Hugo? It wasn't easy to get him to admit his mistakes, I'll tell you that. If he's wanting forgiveness, I'm going to make him work for it. Then again, he has a wee bit more honest with himself than he used to be. Maybe that's worth something. Must be nice to have a rival you can trust to bring out the best in you. You daft in the head or something? We're no nearly as pally as that. I'm more interested in hearing about you and Gaius. You two seem to be sneaking off together an awful lot lately. Me and Gaius? Oh no, we're not. He's just a friend, really. The only thing we have in common is the art club. Really? So there's nothing more to that than that? This is not a conversation for me. Keep walking, Rain. It's you. Let me make one thing clear. Me and Hugo aren't some cute little couple, got it? Causing all that trouble after he's acting so high and mighty. He's gonna have to sort out this resource shortage mess and compensate. He's gonna have to sort out this resource shortage mess as compensation. And you can believe that? Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me even after that. It's the least he can do. I see. I guess you intend to use Clay's logistics network to get something started. Cover for Hugo like that. You must really care for him, though. Quit making me repeat myself. It's not like that. Reen, you didn't hear what you thought you heard. That was nothing, really. Becky just likes teasing me about anything and everything, that's all. Right, sorry, didn't mean to eavesdrop. Is it just me or was she blushing a little? No, we were looking away, so we'll never know. Hi, Emma. Altina, taking a break for some tea? The stuff sure smells nice. Vita gave it to us. Apparently it's supposed to be good for taking care of the throat. She said she used to drink it all the time at the Opera House. I might add some Remorca honey to it as well. I think that should be very effective. Smart to get on top of it like this. But you know, while both Altina and Vita's singing voices are amazing, I'm very excited to hear you sing again too, Emma. Right, weren't you the lead singer of the concert you put on at the school festival? Don't remind me, I get embarrassed just thinking that I ever got roped into wearing that costume. But if you ever get the chance, I do think it would be fun to sing with you, Altina. Same here. Now that's something I wouldn't want to miss. Vita used to teach me songs. We'd sing together quite often. I really hope we'll be able to sing together again someday. I'm exhausted from all the singing, so I'm glad the performance was a success. But the roar from the crowd at the end was so powerful, it made me feel strangely fulfilled somehow. I don't know that I've been enjoying Pump Party recently. I don't see you play as well, so do you mind having a match? Or if you want to play Vanish Masters, I'd be fine with that too. Sounds great, I'll come find you when I have some time. So we can play both against her. So we're going to start with this one because it has less crap in it.
Game start.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the witch. The whole 4 points of direct damage and all that is kind of cool, but when you factor in the cost of it and the fact that you have to have monsters in front of you to protect the count from counterattack, it just doesn't seem as nice. So we'll go ahead and smack the witch, drop the Tarbis. Now she can direct attack it, it's just going to burn most of her mana, and then I'm going to hit her again with the Paladin. No! So yeah, her strategy there of just, you know, powering up to the point where I can't hit her anymore can also work. What can I drop? She has 8 mana already. A Blix of her own. Okay, here's where we can start turning things around. So I want to do that. Like, worst come to worst, I can always fall back and just start resurrecting monsters. She had to go for that one, otherwise I would have blew away her archer there. And I still might do it anyway. No, not my Tarbis. He was one day away from retirement. Hey, you jerk. Yeah, this is over. As soon as this hits the field, that's it. Horribly, horribly broken card, I tell you.
I lost.
So she just gave us a bunch of those. We'll fight her on hard so I can look at the disaster card real quick. I kind of forgot about that first. Four damage to a row of enemies. That's... okay, this is just a global one. Huh. So yeah, I'd say uptight. It doesn't deal as much damage, but we can buff your guys as a result, so that's handy.
Game start.
Okay, we're gonna be catching a fireball with our face in a second. In the front row, please front, please front. Good. She'll go for the Tarbis. Gives me the card draw. Okay, we can end it this turn if she doesn't play anything major. Almost clicked on the wrong one.
I lost.
So a little bit U material to replace everything I just spent. And now Pump Party. So Prince Olivert, maybe? That's my prediction for that one. We're still missing Elisa. That could be this one or this one. Elliot doesn't fit. Could Laura be one of them? And the last one is clearly Tio.
Game start.
So I can do that. Ah, crud, I didn't see the one below it. No matter. She fired that way too early. I don't know what prompted her to do so.
I lost.
So that went extremely fast. Thought I'd have to work for that a little bit, but geez, she got blitzed on both accounts. So we already spoke to those two, we spoke to them, I think we spoke to them. All that's left is to talk to guys out on the dock and see how he feels about what's-her-face. It's a shame you can't duel either Cerberus or the Hawk. I said no thank you, why don't you give it a rest? Gaius, explain. See, Zio came to land on the ship for a bit of rest and happened to bump into a napping Celine. I think he feels kind of a solidarity with her. They both helped to support Class 7 in their own ways, after all. Makes sense. Guess that means Celine can understand what Zio's saying. From the look of it, yes. Of course, a trifling matter for a familiar of my stature. Right, so what are you two talking about right just now? Zio wanted to share some of his food with me as a show of goodwill. I told him I don't eat earthworms, but he won't back down. Keeps telling me about how nutritious they are. It's going to take a while to convince him I'm just not being a picky eater. So that's what it was. Anyway, he looks happy to have made a new friend he can talk to. Celine interpreting Zio's thoughts for me is definitely something to take in, to say the least. But still, I can tell how much he's brightened up from being able to properly communicate how he feels. Now you're getting the idea. If we're talking fish, I'd be happy to share. Nothing else out here. Let's start over here and work our way over. That rehearsal was really something. It gave me chills. Yeah, Sully kind of stole the show, but everyone else did a great job too. If Stella and Cher was dancing, Josh was harmonica, Ren singing, was also chanting. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm so proud of them. It seems like most of the little Burl group are artsy types. That's true. It's a pity we didn't get to hear you sing, Tita. I don't know about that. I'd probably be too nervous to sing in front of a crowd that big. Probably got more experience with that than me, Fee. Did you perform at your school festival? Yeah, Milliam and I were Emma's backup singers. Maybe we should watch that show again sometime. George recorded the whole thing on a memory cords. Cool, I'd love to see it. Sure, why not? Yusuf has been doing their best to forget about it, but that just makes it more fun. I think I saw a memory course on Toa's stage. It'd definitely be fun to watch back over that together with everyone. The Academy Festival, huh? Hope we can all do something together one day. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes!
Alright, we don't need anything from that. So I wanted to make sure that abysmal EP Lore has is actually it. Like, I do not have enough to cast Traffic Ring twice. That is a kick in the teeth, man. if I should bother with anyone else, to be honest. For Muse, it was kind of necessary that one time. Let's see, what's Elisa at? Because we have to take her and Sharon out for that one thing. Gaius is fine. What about Eustace? Actually, this one's gonna be... yeah, we'll hold off on that one. I find it so hard to believe Sharon has an open space. Well, something that needs to be unlocked.
Come back soon. Yes. Come back soon.
I'm also not too keen to do either of those chests because they don't have any of the newer, better weapons. I'd like to put into context for you. Let's take a look at what they're wielding. For some reason, it's scrolling real slow. That's 1090. Yeah, right. I never even bought a weapon for him. He's in an equally bad spot. Dragon Fist. Here we go. Azrael. 1345. Phew. That is awkward, man. So yeah, before we do much of anything with them, we kind of need to arm them. Taking a coffee break over here? Instant witness is fine, but this fellow insisted on brewing his fresh pot. I'd heard some time back the professor was a coffee person, so I thought I'd brew him a pot of the best coffee we had to help refresh him. I expect no less from a connoisseur like you, Marcus. What do you think, Professor? Do you approve? Not bad at all. Judging by this aroma, we even took the temperature and humidity of the room into account while brewing it. I pride myself in it. I take it back, just calling you connoisseur doesn't do you justice. There is one thing, though. You failed to consider the effect of the ship's altitude and the resulting change in air pressure. I give you an A-. Not bad, but still room for improvement. I suppose that's fair. I'll try better next time. Professor's a tough egg to crack, though I think Marcus could get through to him eventually. So yeah, we don't know how pressurized the ship is, because that will affect the boiling point of the water. I realize that the taste was weak, but I understand the reason why. I guess Professor Schmidt looks at the world in a different way. A mathematical cause lies at the root of all problems. You'll need to know how to find it. This coffee has reached a decent level, but if he doesn't understand that much, then he's still got a long way to go. Now that I think about it, I haven't spoken to Ordine lately, have I? I may have actually missed some of his stuff. Hi, Irene. Great work out on the tower. Thanks, Mint. I loved your performance, by the way. Vivi, I'm guessing you're here to interview everyone who took part? You bet. I never let a scoop like this one just melt away. So, Mint, can I get a statement? How'd it feel to be a key part of such a monumentous musical milestone? Well, since you asked so nicely, I was really nervous at first, but I took a deep breath and let my lungs carry me through. Guess you could say our incredible success rests entirely on my masterful instincts as a flute player. Aside from all the bits I got wrong. Mint never changed. It was really fun to perform alongside Instructor Mary again, too. Makes me wonder how things ended up between her and Uncle Makarov. Me too, now they mention it. Right? It's been 2 years already. I mean, come on, make a move! You can barely call this an interview anymore. The next issue of the Crossbell Times is also going to have a big feature about the rehearsal. They also sent some interesting tidbits to add to it. It's going to be the front page article just for you to see. I'll make sure of it. That was so much fun. It's been a long time since I've seen Instructor Mary. I wonder if the sparks are still flying between her and Uncle Makarov. He's such an awkward dork. I don't know how he gets by without me to look out for him.
Alrighty, let's begin. See
She
you
has
later.
the exact same stuff.
Alrighty, let's begin.
Yeah, I never got around to making these. Oh man, that's kind of sad. Starting to wonder if I may actually want this just to withstand the enemy's attacks. Hold off on power in favor of defense so I don't have to heal as often. These are worthless. There's a case to be made for those, though. All 3 BP. So I actually can resurrect a Divine Knight 5 times.
Done already?
Bellamar remains still and empty. Now it's finally time for the Third Rivalry. The Steel Maiden awaits. We need to give it everything we got. But this battle with Argreon, you can expect it to be a bigger challenge than I think we've ever faced before. Ashen Awakener? No, Reen. I too will provide as much support as I can. Thank you so much, Ordine. So that makes me wonder, are we even going to use the other machines, or is it just the knights from here on out? Anyway, the trail chest's been opened, so we're getting close to having all those done. Let's hop over to St. Ursula's and see what's going on. So this is St. Ursula Hospital. I I don't see any Imperial Defense Force members. You sure this is where the Emperor is, right? I'm sure, although I haven't seen him since everything went down. You and the others did, though, along with Van Dyke, right? Yeah, but we didn't get much time to chat. Apparently they're going to start a heart operation soon. We better get a move on to the Stella Sanctuary. Circumstances being what they are, though, we may want to scope things out. Just a while ago, these rays came flying toward the hospital. It was an Orchis Tower defense system test, so I knew they wouldn't hurt us, but still, it's a nasty reminder that war's on the horizon. It would really put my mind at ease if things all settled down soon. I feel like I've seen you before. My mistake for a moment, I thought you might be the Ashen Chevalier, but the photos I've seen of him had black hair. My apologies. Don't worry about it. Better just leave it at that. You know, I haven't really heard much about the Ashen Chevalier lately. Crossbell invasion of the Northern War ended without loss of life. I wonder if this war will be so fortunate. I'm sure the reporters haven't just forgotten about him. I'm sure we'll hear something soon. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I turned up the news if Vivi and the others had anything to say about it. You're really serious about this, about being a field medic, huh, Luke? You never seemed interested in the army. What made you change your mind? I've never devoted myself completely to something before. You've been working day in and day out to be an incredible doctor, and Lynn's been trying to reach even greater heights for himself. You guys have really inspired me, so I want to turn myself around too. Luke, I may be inexperienced, but I wanted to help people, and I can do that as a field medic. If I try my best to be a good doctor, even a little amount of work could save many lives. I see. Well, I won't keep you from getting back to your studies then. Just come back alive. Let's be great doctors together. And also, if you're really serious about this, I've got a few books to lend you on field treatment and trauma care. There's only so much I can do, but I might have 20 or so books that you might find useful as references. Oh, 20 books? I'm thankful for the thought, really, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get through them all before I'm deployed. We spoke to him. I tried staying outside and soaking in the sun's rays, just like Dr. Michaud recommended. And well, you know, I'm getting discharged earlier than expected. The sun seems to be a really effective drug for the mind and body. Getting as much sun as I can today, but it's gotten a little cooler now. Perhaps I should go back to my room. It's been a while since I've seen Kenneth around. Been solo fishing for some time now. Makes an old man happy to have someone to talk fish with. Fishing ecosystems aren't the only ones changing. Across the board, so many things have become unstable. Spending some time with a fellow fishing friend is a welcome relief. Hey, taking a break after all that action in Crossbell City? Heard about that already, have you? By the way, who's your friend? Member of the Imperial Fishing Club. We've been exchanging info. We've got quite the information network. Speaking of info, you know Lake Elm near the hospital? My gut tells me there's something big lurking in those waters. Didn't notice when I came through before, but you should definitely check it out. Will do, thanks for the tip. So we have a fishing point out there. It's been so long since we last seen each other, but we're already talking like no time has passed. We should go on another fishing trip together. Seem very familiar with each other, old friends, maybe? There never used to be a VIP ward here. We had the place refurbished especially for the patient. When you consider the complete information lockdown, it's a challenging surgery even for Dr. Sayland. As for a guy who's been admitted to the hospital, you can just put two and two together, right? So, those are things we can make. Lady Annabelle, you've been in contact for so long, I was so worried about you. I'm sorry, Kerrigan, but as an angler, there's a larger concern I need to take care of. Mind the mansion for me while I'm away, will you? Well, that certainly goes without saying, but please, my lady, must this continue? The week you've delayed your return to the mansion has grown into a month and then beyond. For the sake of your dear butler's old heart, I implore you, come home. That is enough, Kerrigan. I can take care of myself. I'm hanging up. Kenneth is waiting for me. My lady, please wait. There's one more thing I must tell you. Despite your circumstances, your father is adamant in persisting with your arranged marriage. He would like you to tie the knot, so to speak, before your betrothed can be sent off to the front. You can't be serious. I am. The very situation that first caused you to run away from home has reared its head once more. It's almost nostalgic at this point. But allow me to say this, my lady, if there is one who has truly caught your heart, you may wish to hurry and reel them in. Reel them in? I certainly have no idea what you could be implying. Talk about a bind. Annabelle's life sure isn't easy. The visitor in the black luxury car came again today. There was even more secrecy surrounding the visit than when Governor Rufus came. Governor General Rufus. I wonder who it is. Could it be Chancellor Osborne? Okay, we can see the fishing spot over there now. The building is restricted. Authorization is required to enter. Thank you for coming, Your Highness. I prepared a special room for you, so please try to rest for now. Thank you. I know that my visiting must take a toll on everyone, so please don't worry about me. This waiting room will suit me fine. Cecile, Your Highness. How wonderful to see all of you. Your little performance is quite something. Good job with Orchis Tower, too. So you made it back here, too, Cecile. It's an honor to make your acquaintance again, Your Highness. I hope you had a safe journey here. That I did. Just arrived a few hours ago. I hear there's been quite a commotion in Crossbell City. You heard correctly, but thanks to Archon-Ciel, the situation is now under control. Rean explained what happened with Archon-Ciel and Orchis Tower to the Empress. I see, the Viscount too, then. I'm tremendously glad that everyone, including Prince Olivert, returned safely. Looks like Lloyd and the others are doing what they can for Sully. It sounds like we have a lot of people to thank. Not just Stella, but everyone here too. You're too kind, really. Yeah, isn't it about time for His Majesty's operation? That's right, it looks like everything's ready. In 2 hours' time, he'll be under general anesthetic and being prepared for heart surgery. I see. Instructor, we might want Princess Alphen and Prince Olivert here for this. Ah, good call. We'll need to be careful, though. Your Highness, the Courageous 2 is on its way as we speak. If you wish, we can call them and have them send over the Prince and Princess. Yes, I think that would be best for His Majesty. Giving a patient courage before surgery is crucial, after all. I'll ask for Dr. Salen's permission. Reading the others contacted the Courageous 2. Before long, they were joined by Prince Olivert, Princess Elf, and a few other visitors. Father, we've come to see you. It's good to see you safe, Alphen. And Olivert, I thought I'd never see you again. It is indeed a marvel of Adios, or should I say a marvel of fate. Though I suppose it'll now soon be your turn at its crossroads, Father. Olivert. So it would seem. How's your left eye? The pain is beginning to subside, thankfully enough. Her devotion alone is as potent a salve as any. Her? You mean the woman you are speaking of? That passionate soul you met in Laboral, I assume. I do hope you'll introduce me to her one day, should we overcome the hardships set before us. Provided, of course, that she manages to see beyond your debauchery by then. Not to worry, I am my father's son, after all. Well said. Come now, Olivert. Your Highness. It's been some time, Rean. Your students have told me what became of you. Can I express how happy it makes me to see you back with us? Thank you for your warm words. I'm glad to see you well too, Your Majesty. We managed to bring things to light. The truth about Emperor Dracula, as well as the heavy burden shouldered by each Emperor one after another. I see. You gazed into the reflecting pool. Then I have nothing more to tell you about the Chancellor nor the Great Twilight. I trust that together your strength will overcome this, no matter the path you tread. Together with the Radiant Wings, that is. Of course, we won't let you down, Your Majesty. Yeah, just leave it all to us. You just focus on getting through the operation, okay? Hell, if some numbnuts with a gun couldn't kill you, no way stupid surgery's gonna. I suppose you know that better than anyone else, Ash Carbide. This is the first time I ever met the Emperor of Erebonian up close like this. We had an audience with him back in old Class 7. This guy's been keeping the whole Empire afloat, both on the surface and below the folds. Afterwards, the Emperor was left to rest before his operation. Rean, the Imperial family, and everyone else made their goodbyes before exiting the VIP ward. Thank you, Olivert, Alphen, and Elise, too. And all of you, Rean, Ash, words are not enough to express my gratitude. Whatever, Come on, Ash, just be nice and accept the thanks for once. Moving on, now that the patient is under the surgery, should begin shortly. The moment of truth is upon us, but Father being Father, I imagine he'll pull through. Yes, I'm sure of it. And I know that Adios will be watching over him. I promise I'll do whatever it takes to return your father to you happy and healthy. Cecile, gather the staff for a final pre-surgery meeting. Right away, Doctor. After that, Prince Olivert and the other visitors returned to the Courageous 2, and Rean's team decided to go to the Stella Sanctuary in the wetlands. I'll decide where I'm going, thank you. I'm truly grateful for your help. I'm sure His Majesty is delighted too. I intend to stay by his side during the surgery. Hopefully... No, I'm sure that His Majesty will pull through. Please make sure to continue putting in your best efforts, no matter what it may be. Leave no regrets behind. Yes, Your Highness. I'll be praying to Adios for the Emperor to pull through. And Cecile took off. Maybe we can find her inside. It's gonna suck if she went back to the inn, because I'm not heading that way. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a break here in a moment. Okay, it's been a few days since I last played. As a result, I don't know where I'm at. I'm just gonna talk to these people and head on out of here. If I remember rightly, I asked you to come visit me yesterday, huh? Got some real nerve showing your face today. My bad, like I said. It's a real good story behind all that. At least hear me out before you go full nag on me. Oh, what is it? Tell me. You see, Arkansas was holding a live rehearsal for a new show. I saw the whole thing on screen. Sully did a real bang-up job as the lead. If that was just a rehearsal, I can't wait to see the real thing. What? You're not just playing my broken leg, are you? You know Sully's just like a granddaughter to me. Tell me everything. And then Sully started doing all these twirls. Pulling that out must have taken quite a bit of practice, no doubt. So what happened next? Jenny rushed all the way over here to give me the letter from Lyndall. Let me read you some of it. Dear Nana and Jenny, sorry for taking so long to write. I hear your operation's coming up, Nana. It sounds scary, but I have faith you'll be just fine. I know in my heart that one day you'll become one of the greatest pianists who ever lived, no matter how long it takes. Aw, she's always so mushy, huh? And there's this other one I get from Radio Trista, too. Apparently Dr. Monk always reads my fan mail. Oh, I gotta be the luckiest girl in the whole wide world. I'm so worried lately about the surgery and playing piano, but you know what? I can do this. Actually, we'll talk to the people around the nurse's station. Everyone's busy getting ready for the big surgery, so I'm standing in for the head nurse until the operation's over. It's way too much responsibility for me. I know. Mafa's notes. There's gotta be tips in there somewhere. Let's see, what do you do when you step in for the head nurse? Cerrone opened the notebook. Ask yourself, what would Cecile do? Okay, sounds easy enough. What would Cecile do? What would Cecile do? Hell, there I'm Cecile. My hobbies include obsessing over my little brother who's going to marry. Who my little brother's going to marry. That was pretty good. I'd say I got this on lock. I think it's safe to say this is the wrong part of what Cecile would do. Cecile came in earlier with a letter from Lindy addressed to me and Nana, containing an apology for not writing till now, as well as an update on how she's doing. I'm just glad she's doing well out there somewhere. Reading her letter should bring Nina's spirits up too. I'll need to thank Lindy for taking the time to write. I'm sure she's busier than I can imagine. Just to confirm the details once more, patient is Emperor Eugene Reyes Arnur III. Rice Arnur III. Male, 48 years old. Patient's ribcage is pierced by a bullet which shattered upon impact. Fragments of said bullet are currently lodged in his right atrium. Atrium is the top part of the heart, in case you don't know. It's in the top right corner, essentially. We did all we could during the initial surgery for the gunshot, but it was just a stopgap treatment. At this point, it can go either way. Professor Galley, are you still willing to perform the procedure we discussed yesterday? Yes, this will likely be the most difficult operation we've ever attempted, but I will be with you every step of the way. We will make this operation a success no matter what it takes. This must be their final meeting before the operation. We shouldn't interrupt. Let's get out of here. As you can see from the data we've gathered, remove the shards and suturing the internal wounds will be the biggest challenge. Rod and I will be on standby in the event of... This must be the final meeting for the operation. We shouldn't interrupt, and that's just a repeat. That sucks. Can we at least talk to Cecile, or is she gonna do it too? And she just does it too. Oh well. Let's get out of here. Dr. Salen's got one hell of an operation lined up ahead of her. People keep talking about how big a deal this one is. Guess it must be the patient in the VIP ward, huh? If anyone can take on a world-class surgery like that, it's a world-class surgeon like her. My attending physician, Dr. Flora, seemed a little down lately, so I asked her what was up. Apparently her husband, Dr. Linton, signed up to become a field medic. The doctors at St. Ursula are amazing. It's no surprise I ended up recruited in the army. Still, having a loved one gamble their life for the Empire must be awful. The bandages Cerrone applied are way too tight. I'm more worried about the lack of blood flow than stopping the hemorrhage now. I was going to say anything, but I really think these need redoing. You'll be fine. It's only a little purple. Finally found you. Cargo, you stupid dumbass. Why didn't you get in touch with me? Do you know how worried I've been? I'm so sorry, Patiri. I just didn't know how I was going to face you after I messed up so bad. When those monsters showed up in Heimdall, you told me to help everyone get from the Ost district out safe. But I was just frozen, and then some rebel fell on me and knocked me out. All the confusion got mistaken for some rich guy's son got sent to the hospital. I was going to tell the doctors who it really was, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just so scared because everyone you sent to help me probably got hurt. You sent me to help probably got hurt, or worse. You freaking moron! Everybody's fine thanks to you. They all got out safe. What? Seriously? Yeah, get yourself together already. They're all going to want to thank you. Patiri, I feel like such a wimp. I'm so sorry. What have I been doing here all the time? I'm so glad you're all right. I can't believe you ended up here in St. Ursula Hospital. Hey, you're Monkius' friends. When did you guys get here? Can't believe you're this close the whole time. I really dropped the ball on this one. Well, whatever. Now we gotta focus on getting you better and getting you out of here. How's tomorrow for you? What? There's no way. What? Your injuries are pretty much healed up, aren't they? The rest is all in your head. Come on, Cargo. Think positive. Patiri, please. I have to take things slow. Same here, all things in moderation, right? I swear, the things I put up with. Well, I can't just sit around whining about it. Gotta get him feeling better again somehow. Alright, let's get this rehab started. Give me 100 swings with that train sword. You're gonna want to go back to the drawing board on this one. That's material, alright? Just off the walls, I remember. Gotta work on my rehab so she won't have to worry as much. I feel sorry for this person. My brother's in the army. I've been worried sick about him since the day the war was declared. All the stress got me so bad it gave me a stomach ulcer. If I think about it too much, my stomach will start hurting again. So yeah, what are we actually on at the moment? Looks like the second floor, so let's go down to the first floor. Prices are starting to soar, so I stocked up on food about 2 weeks ago and ended up going bad before I could eat it all. So frugal genius that I am, I tried cooking it out, and I think I may have pushed my luck a bit too far. Wow, sure a lot of you. Are you here to visit someone? Whoever it is must feel pretty lucky to have so many people worrying about them. Speaking of visitors, this absolutely gorgeous woman passed by just now. Let's say crimson is definitely her color. I've only seen her in the news, but she looked an awful lot like... Crimson, eh? Could it be Shirley, perhaps? If you're looking for Dr. Flora, she's out at the moment. She might be seeing Dr. Litton off at the Crossbow Station. So sad, they only just got married, and now... We received a message from the Governor General's office. They plan to send the critically wounded over our way once the war begins. Mr. Gable already suspected as much, but I didn't realize just how right he really was. Now that the date of war has been decided, we need to make sure we're ready for the conflict. Like, why do all these people know the exact date? Don't they know that that's going to lead to people walking into an ambush or something? I think I'm going to throw up. I need to find a restroom. Okay, just had to change my position there. I've had a fever for days. Thought it would clear up by itself, but the exact opposite happened. Look, they got a book about Mishi. Hey, can we go to Mishlam? Can we? Please, please, please? Shush, we are in a hospital. At least wait for your father to get better before you start up this Mishlam nonsense again. Didn't take as long as I thought it would get to the... Didn't take as long as I thought it would to get to the hospital. Those trains sure are fast, convenient, and comfortable to boot. Dr. Michaud and Dr. Luke seem to be in conversation. I wonder what's upstairs in here. Okay, so that's about the books.
Oh, I spy some fish!
Shut up, Muse, no one asked you.
There! Got a bite!
This is promising.
Never found the pearl glass now that I think about it.
Wow, this is a rare one.
Flamey Rojo. Wow. So this is the big one that Kenneth was sensing. We should let him know about this. Before the catch to Kenneth. I see the Crimson Mega Arana Flamey Rojo. You've been getting better, Reen. No doubt about that. No matter what happens, it's all a good learning experience. Who knows, Reen, you may end up taking on the legendary Great Guardian one day. But enough of that now. I'll get the items ready for trade. I hope you catch something good. I'll keep trying. So he was over here, but I want to pull up my notebook. So yeah, I'm literally just missing the pearl glass, and then the final fish. I don't know where the pearl glass is exactly. It might be in the next dungeon. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's a repeat.
You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
His voice is so weird, man. So I'll take the Passionate Rouge.
Tight lines out there.
Hold on a second. That prevents feint, gives you a little bit of evasion. She actually has 22%? Seriously? I mean, even Emma has 10 from something. It's probably one of her quartz or something. But yeah, Passionate Rouge. So yeah, we lose out on a little bit of evade, but we get more strength. I'm willing to make this because it'll still cover the faint base that was covering. I can't believe that she dodged 1 out of 5. Technically, that's actually a bad thing, believe it or not, because we want Fee to be doing the dodging, especially in multi-hit attacks. That will deny us the super hit from Oberon. Otherwise, where do we need to go? Lake Elm? Sadly, it's been so long since I played. I recorded a bunch in advance, if you're really wondering. I don't remember where all I need to go.
Got it.
Well, we can still insta-give those. I want to try this real quick in case this is the pearl glass.
Fishes. Got one. I won't let you off that easy.
I don't even know what the pearl glass looks like now that I think about it. And I know a lot of you are saying, yeah, that's because you never caught it in Sky's second chapter, but
This one's
who
huge.
asked you guys? I really don't care what it gave. I'm just going to cast one more time here to see if there's a pearl glass, and then we're moving on.
Got one.
It's unlikely to be this one.
Not going without a fight, huh? This one's huge.
Cobra Head. Real quick, since we got the 600... Wow, I have a lot of water stuff, but they may want to look into starting to sell some of it. The downside, though, is I don't really have a lot to buy because of the way the game is set up. Money gets worthless really early here. Oh, we did have access to the bike. Stella Sanctuary should be right up ahead. Is everyone ready? Is there anything that I'm missing? Hold off. Because if we go to quests... I'm trying to remember what all we have and haven't done, because we just went to the hospital, right? Or... We can board the Courageous. I think they just send you here anyway. I don't know. I'm just gonna power forward. Screw it. It would have been nice if I could have finished this segment before actually, you know, doing all this. Like, I don't even know where the break in the video is gonna be just because I have to review everything. I was just trying to edit as much of the Pokemon stuff out as I possibly could, so I lost my place. Hey, Yuna, you said you guys came here to the Lake Elm Mountains before, didn't you? Yeah, this will be the first time we explore this side of the area. Last time was guarded by the Imperial Defense Force. Looks like it's all clear now, though. New territory, huh? So we must be in a different spot than where they awaken the Orc Knight. If we use that Pillar of Light as a guide, we should reach the Sanctuary soon enough. Come, we don't have time to waste. Got a bunch of gelatin out of those, but I wasn't paying attention to the scan to see if anything else appears. Frog! Crap. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. The Nightmare Frog drops black bangles. What would those be under? Armor, maybe? Yeah. So I did get 2 of them to drop here. They prevent sleep. That's lame. I thought it was something more important. Oh well. So that means you can combine those if you're trying to make more of the evergreen stuff you're inclined to. It's just at this stage of the game, it's find it or never use it. I have to admit the whole...
some treasure.
Yeah, we got Suzaku. The whole restoration of your charge as you run is just so damn valuable. I never really gave it that much credit, but it is so freaking noticeable, man. I only got hardy powder from those things. They can give you fishing bait. It's just I got a really, really bad roll. In case you're wondering what happened, there was a break turn, so I just said, screw it, Laura S-Craft out of turn, GG.
There! Look. This is near where we faced off against the SSS 2 years ago.
Wait, really?
We didn't actually end up engaging in battle, however. Now that I think about it, my lord was particularly taken with this area even back then.
Maybe she already had an inkling of how this would all play out.
So, yeah, Fee...
Let's go in, guns blazing.
Okay, the Tiamat enemy, which is the one that you saw me use the triple break on. It can drop Lost Genesis Quartz. It can also drop MP3s, but I got Lost Genesis off that. It has a Death Blow move that killed Fee at full health, that's why she lost all of her CP, in case you're wondering why her gauge is so empty. I don't think she has anything to give her back as she moves, so we're just going to have to build it up the old-fashioned way. We can get a little bit from just doing that. You can see I got 2, but it's not going to be any major amount or anything. The good news is, like, the enemies here aren't really that dangerous, so I'm not that stressed about it. Six pieces of fishing bait off that one. Once again, guard break turn, so I just have Laura S. craft, and that's that. She regenerates everything as she moves. So I encountered the dimension bug here. It's nothing special. Only 3 U materials, which actually is their best drop, I'd say. I did get 2 black bagels, but literally nothing else worth my time. Dang it, Fee, open the box. 150 of each category. So we found 3 chests so far. There's no, like, offshoot where they'd hide one. Oh my god, Fee, I hate you at times. This is one of those times. This snail can move pretty fast, just saying. 4 more U materials for the pile, and here's the annoying one. Let's see if we can get some Lost Genesis.
Please be...
That time it was in P3 quartz. Ah, so that's the way forward, actually. That means our treasure chest is over here. Maybe it's just this one.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Tier all super rare. Takes to the wetlands too, but they want us to go to the Stella Sanctuary.
This spot's...
Come at me, fishes. Got one. Not going without a fight, huh?
If it's pink, it's our pearl glass.
This'll do.
They changed its color from previous games then. So 2 ambrosia. We'll do 1 more cast here, but all that's
Come
left
at
in
me,
terms
fishes.
of fishing is just the Great Guardian,
Got
which
one.
will be somewhere else. There'll be an event
Won't
leading
let
up
you
to
off
it, so we
that
know that it's
easy.
there. This is some sort of shark, but I don't remember which one.
This'll do.
Elecanthus. I may have to come back here and fish if the pearl glass is really worth something when you trade it in. Oh, there's the entrance to the sanctuary. About time. Getting here was tougher than I thought. Let's get going, Dooley. We'll never be able to start all this unless we head inside. I don't need you to tell me that. Let's move out. Right. So if this is like the other ones, you have 2 fights before the big ones. We'll be fighting Aeneas and Aenea, or whatever their names are, and then Aryan Road. And I'll finish with the mech fight.